Yo everyone, welcome to another stream. We're going to be doing Parasect in Pokemon Yellow today. The original video was in Pokemon Red, but I mean after doing the Parasect race, it's clear that its best run is going to be in Yellow. So it's going to be interesting because I've gotten several comments like, you know, Jim just said like, this Pokemon's awful. It is awful on paper. I mean, let's click over to the solo run stat. Look at that 25 base speed, you know? Like Daniel just pointed out, like, even with sports terrible, this thing is not terrible. Like, this run's not going to be as good as Parasect, obviously, because Parasect can just, I don't know what it is about Parasect, but all like the Tetris pieces, they fit perfectly to give it like a really top tier run. But Paras has some problems. Mainly, it's going to be the fact that it just starts off with Scratch. We don't get a neutral, a good stab, not even a good stab move in Leech Live at level 20. So, to be honest anymore, I don't even know what my tier lists are. Like, I'm gonna redo them soon. I don't know. Ever since I did the Cubone run, I don't know what my tier list even means anymore. I don't know. I feel like you can't really put them in a numerical category until you do all of them. And then you can get the average. Like, let's say you did all, however many eligible Pokemon there are. 147, I think, out of 151. Do all 147, take the average time, and then that would be like the C tier to me. So it's impossible to know. I actually think Parasect, if we were doing it right now in current rules, I think Parasect's probably going to get a B tier run. I'm predicting 3 hours and 40 minutes at worst. Like, it's going to be better than Vulpix that we just seen. Okay, let's turn this thing on. Yeah, it's not great, but it's one of those Pokemon that I'm excited for you guys to see. Now, we got a route, and the early game's not great. This is what's going to hold it back the most, is the early game. So this is going to be another stream where it's one and done because the early game just takes so long. I cannot do another one of these races. It's time to do this. Then hopefully next week the Parasect race video is going to come out and we can just be done with Parasect and Paras forever. This is my goodbye. We got 2 more weeks of these Pokemon and we're done forever. These are the Pokemon I played most out of any Pokemon ever. Okay, I'm ready to start, and I think that about 7 minutes is when this video is going to start. So if you're a VOD viewer, skip ahead. Without further ado, I don't think there's anything else left to do but just to get into it. Alright. So the hurdles, I've tried everything to get this Pokemon to work a little better. Taking every potion. Now, here's the thing, right? The rival battle isn't guaranteed and we could lose. Now, let me get there. I'm going to make a save state. And I'll tell you why I'm going to make a save state. And it's going to make sense because we're on a stream. We're live right now. Everybody's watching. So, we're not going to give this Parasect a nickname. I already got the nickname picked. I'm making a save state. Let me do this battle and then we'll talk about why I'm doing that. So, we got PP Jr. It's because in the Parasect race, my name is PP, so that it'll make more sense next week, I guess. So I think we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna obviously. Hang on, I'm pausing this shit. This battle is not good, and I failed it a lot, and I had to restart the run. So I was gonna make a save state there, and rather than restart the whole run, watch the whole credits over again, I was just gonna quote unquote reset the run by loading the save state until I beat this trainer. But there, we did it perfectly. Streamer luck. Oh, you deleted Spore? Yeah, Spore's the #1 move, man. It's the best. They knew what they were doing by giving these Pokemon low speed. Like they had to, or they would be too gross. Okay, how are we going to handle this early game? There's going to be some pauses. I'm going to look over my notes because this one's very specific. Like most of the runs are. This one's not a cookie cutter, like, oh, it's a good run, we're going for the fastest time. Yeah, I mean, I did the first rival battle without losing a single point of health. Like I said, in practice, that one was pretty rough, and I was fully prepared to give you guys a full rundown on why I was doing a save state and not counting the reset. I actually don't have my resets up right now. Hang on. Jesus Christ, I forget something every time. Let me pull up my resets real quick. Because there will be resets. I'm hoping we can get 10 or less. I mean, there's a reason I called the original video Spore Loser. You guys already know how I feel about Spore. Okay. Resets are up. You can get unlucky with these Pidgeys since your speed is so low. You can fail to run away from them. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. We're getting a little bit unlucky with encounters. I'm not going to do anything extra right here. Paris isn't great, but... Oh, we got a Dragonair for our random catch tutorial Pokemon. Pretty cool. Okay, I think I know this part decently well. I don't want to battle anything right now. Alright, so take note of that. I don't want to battle anything. Except for wild Pokemon. A level 3 Caterpie will do just fine. Yeah, Slowpoke, I mean, Slowpoke's the slowest, so it's a little bit worse there. But, like, if we ran into, like, a level... God, if we hit the level 9 Pidgeotto here, it's, like, run over. I don't want to fight this level 6 yet because I think it's going to take too much PP. You'll see where this is going in a minute. You know it's probably headed... Oh, no, level 8 Pidgey. God help me. Okay, we got to use a potion there. Okay, so right here, this is my comfort zone. We want to just stand here and scratch a little bit. We want to get pretty close to level 8. We don't want to quite get to level 8, but pretty close. So we're going to grind a little bit. There's going to be a lot of grinding in this early game. This is what really it's going to hold the run back. Metapods give good experience, but with only scratch, it doesn't feel good. Okay, I think maybe... 2 more wild battles will be good. Hey, I appreciate that, Dios. Looking out for me in the chat. We got 47 people here. We're less than 10 minutes into the stream. What's happening right now? A lot of people. Gonna make me nervous. His palms are gonna start to sweat. No. Okay, I'm gonna use one more potion. I don't even know if there's a Kakuna in yellow. Well, I mean, you know. Let's not say popular. Let's not go that far, buddy. Gotta come. Bad choice of words. Okay, everybody. It's time for our favorite Light Years Junior Trainer grinding. Okay, you might notice there's a Master Ball in there. I explained it last stream. I added in Master Balls because I don't think that catching the Pokemon is part of the overall feel of the game. So I added a Master Ball so that we can get on with the stream, you know what I mean? Because I'll make a save state regardless, and I'll keep resetting, and sometimes it'll take like 3 or 4 minutes to catch a Pokemon. So I just put a Master Ball there just to make the ease of streaming. I think I made a save state. I hope to God I did. I meant to hard save right there because normally, you know, I'm playing runs. It looks like it's fine though. So the bad thing about Paris, I love his damage sprite, by the way. Watch it when on this next battle. Why did I heal right there? I'm gonna save one more time. We can only do this a few times because we cannot control the Light Years grinding. All we can do is scratch, you know? So, there's not much you can do here. Levani. I like Levani. Pure bug, right? Or is it bug grass? Yep, good old Gen 1. We got multiple weaknesses. I like Lurantis better than Levani. I know it's not the same type. So we can't do, like... With only Scratch, there's going to come a certain point to where we cannot do this anymore. Usually about level 11, I think. So in my notes, I got just to do this as long as you can. Because I think about level 11 is where it stops. I love the Hurt Sprite, by the way. Look at that thing. Its eyes are... It's so mad at me. Now it's dead. I thought about just leaving the eyes white for the dead Sprite as a nod to Parasect, but I was like, nah, let's not do that. Hey, we got this route planned out. Just you sit back, relax, grab a soda pop. Let me cook. Since you can't do this very long, you want to do it as early as possible. That's why I made the straight line here. So at level 10, now there becomes an increasing chance over and over that I'm going to win. So I'm going to win eventually. That one wasn't great, so we might beat Sandshrew right here. We are level 11, so it's not too far off. It's going to be a close race. I win. I crit at the end. Okay, so we've done all we can do. Now the painful grind starts. And this is going to be where Paris takes its longest time. I'm going to make a save right here just in case grinding goes bad. But it's fine. You know, I guess we're just going to make our way back to do the trainers. I thought about maybe grinding a little bit, going back and healing, because it's going to take a while. We got to get... I'll go ahead and spoiler alert for you guys. We got to make it to level 17 to do anything. Level 16 felt awful. I know damage rounding numbers. I know all that. I'm going to go ahead and use that Master Ball on the Pidgey. I didn't want to add the Master Ball in because I know there's going to be people that are just like, oh, what are you doing? You're cheating. You know, Scott says catching the Pokemon's part of the run. Like, I don't want to... It's not for me, okay? That's all I got to say. It's not for me. Master Ball, make streams faster, make people happier, numbers stay up. You know what I mean? Battle this guy, might as well. I'm going to have to leave the forest and heal, maybe possibly twice. But I did finish this run earlier. I had a horrible string of bad luck early in the week. Last Saturday, I finished the routing on this run, and I forgot to save it. Well, Sora, Donald Goofy, I think people would change their mind if they were streaming. You know what I mean? Like, I make save states anywhere. Yeah, everybody does their runs their own way, you know? But regardless, going by in-game time, I'm just gonna save state anyway. So, you know. I'm doing great. How are you doing? I'd like to take a little bit more damage before I use the potion, so let's do some... Well, we only have 6 scratches left. Might as well grind out the last 6 right here, and then go heal, and then come back for the last trainer. Yeah, that's mainly a stream change right there, just because I was noticing that, like... I save state to catch Pokemon anyway. I do it for every run. So, like, you know, you need a flyer in Pokemon Blue, and you go on Route 3, and you catch a... Please be able to one-shot this. Hang on. Thank God. So, like, you go to Route 3, and you need to catch a Spearow, and you buy a few Pokeballs. Like I got to the point where I was just buying 1 Pokeball or whatever, and I was just... save state, load it until we catch it. So, why not just put in the Master Balls? I mean, you don't catch... Like, the reason why people don't get the Master Ball is because you don't need to catch Pokemon at that point. Like, you catch all your Pokemon on the first few routes of the game. I just wait for Lapras. Carotid, I don't know. We'll see many more. This could be good. A lot of experience. Sand attack. I don't know when we'll see the next. Well, the next legendary will be Kyogre because everybody's asking for it, but I don't know. I got a lot. I've been on the backlog. I've been working on a bunch of different. Thank God I hit that thing because it sand attacked me 4 times in a row. Anyway, been on the backlog making a lot of cross-gen runs. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm getting a little bored of it. Not of cross-gen runs in general, but I have so many. Like, I'm on the backlog working to get ahead right now. And, like, you know, by the time you do your 7th one of them or whatever, you're sitting there thinking, man, these always play out kind of the same. Like, I'm wanting to do, I don't know. I want to do, like, Rattata, you know? I want to do Dodrio. I want to do Fearow. I want to do Lickitung. I want to do basic Pokemon. Hey Boldo, you're about to see a Pokemon surprise you with its speed. I think we'll get past this part in an hour, but I think in about 2.5 hours after that we'll beat the game. This is the worst part of the game just because you don't have any moves for Brock. And even when we make it to level 17, it's not good. And you might be thinking, if you're knowledgeable of solo runs, you might be thinking, why not go to level 18 for the damage rounding threshold? And I agree, it would make it much easier and much more consistent. But grinding out an extra level after you've already spent an hour just takes so much time, you know? Yeah, I had an Onix run that had some resets early, but I went from Misty to the rest of the game with no resets. So I had Onix down to a pretty consistent state. It's the first run. It's probably going to be the only run. This one's planned out. It don't have a good start, so I'd rather, you know, focus energy elsewhere. You know, I'm just, for the Parasect race, I'm more just relieved that it's finally coming out. I think if it ever had any hype to it, I think that's all kind of died down. And just as somebody who performed in it and put a lot of time in it, I'm just glad it's finally coming out. And that's really my main thing about it. I'm just glad it's finally coming out. What am I doing? Oh, we're on that updated focus energy. No, Dig's important too. The fly user you can catch really early, and if you're going to get a cut user, you might as well get something that can dig. So that's going to be Sandshrew or Paris found Mount Moon or the route after Mount Moon right before Cerulean, so you would never need it. Hey, Paris is pretty good, guys. I'm not joking. We just got to get to level 17, like however long it takes. I don't think Dig's okay, but Earthquake is Dig, but 2 times faster. Hello. I think Earthquake's a very good damaging move, one of the best physical moves in the game, but I don't think it's overpowered either. I mean, if you look at it, Dig's like a 50 base power ground move, essentially, because it takes 2 turns. It's okay. Rap's pretty good, but it has 75% accuracy, so... I mean, I feel like 90% accurate moves miss a lot. So your mileage may vary, but for me, I roll my eyes when I look at Dig. The only reason I haven't done a Deoxys run is because it starts off with Rap. It gets Nightshade decently early, but, you know, I have tested a Deoxys run, but... Because I was like, oh man, attack form Deoxys, that'd be the funnest run ever. But it wasn't. Well, its defense stat is so low that it can't take a hit at all. Like, it dies to anything. And you have to wait so long before you get a good... I think Thunderbolt is your first move. Rock Tomb. Didn't we use Rock Tomb for the Iron Thorns video? Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go heal one more time. But we're making pretty good time though. Like I said, sub-hour was my goal for this split. I'm hoping Brock goes good because it's not that consistent at level 17, but I really don't want to wait another level. Level 15 just doesn't cut it. 16, not that great, but the extra defense and the extra HP from 17 help out. I think defense would be pretty good just because the way, you know, special defense would just go into special. I think defense might be the way to go, but I think attack forms the more intriguing look. Hey, you're here. That's all that matters now, you know? You're here in the stream. That's all that matters. Hang on a second, I'll pause this. Why does my music feel so damn loud? We're going over, I don't think Hidden Gem's still here, but we're going over to Zelda Coffee. You guys know what time it is. No, I'm going to my little Animal Crossing. It's the perfect for grinding. Oh shit, Jim is here. I'm going back. Never mind, hang on. We're going back. I didn't think Jim was here. I thought about doing the Geodude, but it's like, it's inconsistent and it's really slow. Like, even if it is more efficient, I don't think it's faster. I've tested out the Geodude as well. Not like really too in depth. I did try it a couple of times and I was like, man, this is really slow because think about it, it could just... The Geodude itself's consistent, but the Onix is a wild card. It could just use Screech and bind over and over and waste a bunch of turns. Oh man, this is... I'm just worried about the actual Brock fight itself. Probably not a fully optimized Mewtwo, but as of now, Articuno and Alakazam has had better runs than Mewtwo. I think Alakazam probably stands a chance just because it's in the medium slow leveling group. Like, God, it does wonders. That run's so good. I think Gengar has just as fast of a time, but it's got a lot more resets and a lot more problems. But right now, Articuno and Alakazam are faster, but I don't think that'll hold up. Okay. Wish me luck. Nothing you can do here. I mean, you just go for Scratch. Well, I'm looking for a playlist, Daniel. I'm not looking for a specific song. Okay, so you want a Stun Spore here. So in Gen 1, even when Brock uses his full heal, notice that the Onix's speed is still halved. It heals it, and it halves the speed again. So I can outspeed it, actually. So the goal here is to keep this thing paralyzed. Okay, I think he's out of... I might have messed up this battle. Okay. Yeah, so we outspeed. When it goes for bide, you just Stun Spore. And you just kind of hope that it doesn't do much. Trying to pay attention to the fully paralyzed procs. Tackle, crit, not great. We got a new member. Maybe that'll give me the strength. Oh, 2 fully paralyzed. 3 in a row? Wow. 5 out of the last 6 turns. We got a new channel member, everybody. I'm gonna completely butcher your name. Issa Kabir. Appreciate that, buddy. So we're down. I thought we'd have a couple of resets here, but so we got the streamer luck today. Paris looking side-eyed because he's hurt, but buddy, you're not dead. Be thankful for that. Hello, new member. Did I say your name right or wrong? I do some extra stuff here, but I can't remember. Let me just take out this bug catcher real quick, and I'll look over my notes. Nice, perfect. Welcome aboard, brother. So, there's still a couple of battles that aren't great, but for the most part, that was the worst part of the run. Make a quick pause, because I need to know what I'm doing. What do I do extra? Oh, we're fighting the double Pidgey last today. I don't think I've fought that in a long time. There you go. Pamali's got a sody pop for you. Go ahead and crack it open. We're fighting the double Pidgey last. I'm going to save it right here. Parasect race is interesting. You can glean a couple of things from this run to that race, but for the most part, the way we had to overlevel here makes it almost a completely different run. Hitting level 18 is good there. It's gonna be the PP's gonna be tight. I did see that, funny internet user. And conveniently now, raid passes don't have a limit, you know, and, and all that kind of stuff. The remote raid passes. The shiny's green, just like Scyther, but I just don't know. I had a bad experience with my Hisui and Braviary raid day. Like, it took me forever to get that one, and I'm like, you know what? Cleaver looks like complete ass cheeks, like in battle GBL, so I don't know if I want to do it. It is a 3-star raid, though. I might be able to solo it or talk my fiance into going with me and just doing it as a duo. I meant to save it there. I didn't. Made a save state. We didn't get Sand Attack good. We have 9 scratches left. We should be able to do just fine because all we got is just 1 trainer. So we got a very, very specific Mount Moon coming up. We got to grind a lot. Parasect didn't have to grind this much because it hits harder. It's a little bit faster. And by the end of the race, like, it was so inconsistent anyway, it didn't matter. I know I do a bunch of extra battles in here. Let me use the Poke Center here, and then we'll see what battles we actually do. This is the thing with these runs, like, I don't mind streaming them, but, like, the planning that goes into them is, like, annoying at times, I guess you'd say. I've already caught my flyer, Ivan. We have us a nice little Pidgey. Caught it in Viridian Forest because we're playing yellow version. Okay, so I need to do a lot here. I gotta fight the left bug catcher, the super nerd, the bug catcher near him, the double grass lass, the mega punch grunt, the younks. Jesus, I'm fighting all of Mount Moon today. And on top of all that, I got to fight about 300 experience worth of Zubats. So we're doing some grinding. It's a grindy day today. Can we one-shot this, please, for the love of God? Thank you. That's 46 experience. Can I get my calculators out? Can somebody get me a calculator out? 46. I wouldn't try to catch that thing. I would run. I'd probably want it for experience, but no, I wouldn't try to catch that thing. Not in a regular run anyway. With the Master Ball that I use sometimes, like, sure. Level 8, can we one-shot? We can. That's 46. About 105, we'll say. And I would say there's some strategy to this, but there's not. Like, literally all I have is Scratch. We hit level 20 and we get Leech Life, everyone. Leech Life. I would say life's about to change, but I don't know if it will. I'm not certain that it's going to change. Now, Leech Life is neutral here, but it's such a weak move that you only want to use it in super effective situations. Okay, let's grab this candy. You don't need the escape rope in Pokemon Yellow. Level 9, or is our luck gonna run out? No, we can one-shot. That's 69 experience, everybody. 69. So I'm gonna say we're at about 175. Normally you'd be mad at the Zubat. You're like, oh, I'm getting all these encounters. No, 46, so that's me losing track of my math already. I think we're at about 215. Oh man, if it was the buffed leech life, Jesus Christ. Okay, we need the elixir here. Or not, the ether, I should say. Youngster here, just hanging out in a cave. Who hangs out in a cave? You ever thought about that? Have you guys ever been like, I don't have nothing to do today. I'm just gonna go in a cave and wait for somebody to pass me with a Pokemon. There is a decent bug move, but it's exclusive to Beedrill. So, it might as well be no moves. Okay, Geodude, nice to see you. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna make a save here. I don't think these can really do much to me. But this is where Leech Life comes in handy because it's not resisted. It doesn't do great, but you can see it does pretty good. Hackers make sense, but like a youngster, like... Little kid, you're 9 years old. What are you doing in this cave by yourself? Maybe 1 or 2 Zubats. I'll probably overcompensate on the Zubats if power points allow me to. Because I think that would put me about where I need to be. This trainer does not have Eradicate in Pokemon Yellow, so much less threatening. I need to save a few scratches at least. I'm going to say that we're done. Oh my god, I gotta do this. Sorry. What? It survived? Yeah, it's really close. I got 300 with a squiggly next to it, so it's not exact. Okay, Paris. Haha, you've had your fun. I saved it here. I probably shouldn't have because I need to use an ether on Leech Life. Silver Powder. I don't know if I know that move. Leech Life was disabled. Okay, for me to have any chance here, I need to just... Come on, buddy. There we go. The goal is to hit level 23 when we get out of here. Clefairy, get out of here. Silver Wind, that's not a bug move. It's just a normal... It's a normal... No, I'm thinking of Razor Wind. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have saved my scratch for me. If I get growled here, the fight becomes really hard. But I didn't. No, Tombstoner Brothers just, you know, me being myself. It's from the Blaine question in the gym, obviously, but no, it's just, you know how it is, brother. Okay, we scooting along. We're gonna go to Misty first, and this is a trainer. I feel like this is gonna be, I know in my video it's gonna be emphasized a lot, but this right here is the worst trainer in the entire game for Paris and Parasect. This is like the champion battle. This is the hardest battle in the entire game. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised we see a reset there. It's a neutral Pokemon that has Peck. Jesus Christ, okay. You can see the problem here with this one. Could I imagine you doing a run? Sure. You can do anything you want to. Yeah, that one was pretty close. I'm hoping we don't... 23 is about as far as I'm willing to go. And you've seen that we've done a lot of extra shit. Heck, look how bad that hurts. Thank God. Yeah, but just spoiler alert, I think every video that you see about the Parasect race, that's the hardest battle in the entire game. That's the worst. It's not worth it because you just want to put as much damage down as you can. And you only have 75% accuracy. Now, I did try to utilize that in the run, but just, you know, I've learned a thing or two since then. Well, you're double weak to flying, so, you know. But then Misty's a free fight, and you'll hit level 24 after. And now we get to another bad fight. But here's the silver lining, guys. We are 5 levels away from Spore. No, 3 levels. Spore doesn't really come into play a ton until a little bit. You'll see Parasect next week. There was a big race. Here you can 2-shot. You just hope it doesn't peck. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I've never in my entire life, I've done like 1,000 Parasect runs for that race. And I've done a lot of these runs. I've never seen this thing go double peck in my entire life. I just want to see lunge. Lunge is my favorite bug move. I love lunge. Haha, we get it. Stop going for peck. This one's going to be tough. You just got to hope here. It missed 2 sand attacks. Okay, I'm going to leech life the Rattata for insurance. And we crit. Okay. Honestly, to get through this early game with a Pokemon that's this feeble and weak in the early game with only 3 resets, I'm happy. I don't know, I can't promise you guys a reset-less run for the rest of the way, but I can say that it's pretty consistent. And I think it's definitely possible to have less than anywhere from 6 to 10 now. The run's going. I mean, it's just a, you know, we're just Paris. Okay, double super, get that super effective damage right there. And I think we're okay for now. Sand attack doesn't feel good. Ah, just off the 1-shot. Bug is not weak to ice. If you're wondering about the double super effective damage, in Gen 1 Bug... No. Let me think for a second. Fire, poison, flying. We're double weak to all those things. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. I can use the elixir up here if I have to. The way I routed it out, I just gave myself the option to use it if I need to. It looks like I will. Because I'm going to need Leech Life for a few Pokemon at the end, and I'm already down to 9. I mean, I don't think that's weird at all if you think about it. I mean, it's like a piece of grass. Like, imagine what happens if you put a poison on it. Literally killing it. The 2-shot would have been nice. Hopefully this Geodude doesn't spam defense curl. Looks like we got pretty good. Well, plants can be poisonous, but it doesn't mean that they wouldn't die if poison was put on them. Like, what is poison if you really think about it, you know? I think that line of thinking is like poison is a thing. Poison is one thing that's universal. Like, there's different kinds of poison. You know what I mean? Yeah, stop the press, everyone. Poison and grass doesn't make any sense. I'm stopping the fucking stream. It's over. Pokemon's done with. Pokemon sucks. Bug and poison are only good against each other in Gen 1. I don't think I need that ether. That was the impulse pickup. Normal dragon. Normal anything doesn't make sense if you think about it, because it's like, well, I thought you were normal. How are you normal and something else? Like, normal is just like, I'm a normal type, you know what I mean? Like, if I was also the fighting type, I wouldn't be normal, would I? That's it. Pokemon, it's not cutting it for me anymore. I'm done. You just kind of hope here you don't get put to sleep. That'll be crit. Perfect. And we got Spore, but Spore's not really going to change the run that much yet. But Dig will be a good help. Bird type. Hey, I get the feeling that we might see a bird type run later in the year. Depending on how I'm feeling. This one could be bad if we start off with a sand attack, but we didn't, so hopefully it's fine. And a quick attack there ensures that I'm going to win anyway, so I crit. We got a 4% chance to crit. I've seen a couple of crits so far this run. I'm going to use a potion just because I'm scared. I have done far-fetched. I'm interested to do the other birds, but like, I don't know. I'm getting ahead right now, and I'm doing stuff I think would make sense, but at the same time, it's not really fulfilling me creatively. So I'm kind of like, eh. And then Zelda comes out in like a couple of weeks, so I'm like, eh. You know, how much do I really want to do? Let's get this elite TM management. I repeat, Paris is hurt. Where's my potions? I think I can autopilot for a while. I've been autopiloting for the last like 20 minutes, so I think I need to look at my notes soon to make sure. Hey Ivan, I would love to do every run in the world. I really would. I'd like to release all 150 runs in 1 week, but I mean, we're on a week-to-week basis here. I think we'll probably... This could be bad. I made a save state just by instinct there. I should have hard saved it. It'd be more fair to the other runs, but I didn't learn Body Slam yet. I should. Okay, if you get burned there, see the Emperor doesn't do a whole lot. But if you get burned there, it's really bad. You could lose this fight easily. I've lost I had like a personal best Parasect run that I lost right there. Let's learn Body Slam. I'm not gonna heal, even though this is the second time I'm gonna disrespect Spearow. Oh my god. Alright, buddy. I told him, I said, don't do it. Don't you dare. I don't do Nuzlocke often. I've done one on the channel. The funny thing is, it's a speed tie right there. So I had a chance just to beat him up front. Sand attack. Why did I put him to sleep? My moves are in a slightly different order than what I practiced with, so it is what it is. Flying fighting, that would be the regional form for Zapdos. Yeah, I want to do Pidgeot, I want to do Fearow, I want to do Dodrio. Maybe I'll do them all back to back to back, but I don't know. I think I'm good. I hope I don't forget some key thing, because like for some reason I'm like, well, I'm streaming, I don't want to look at my notes too much, but at the same time I'm like, if I miss something and I have to redo that start again, I'm going to be upsetty spaghetti. I'll save it here because like a crit mega kick is very scary. Jesus Christ. What are the odds that it does a crit mega kick right when I say it? That's why you heal up right here, brothers. That's exactly why. Like I know, like on the layman outside viewer, it might look like, oh wow, like you predicted that, but like, yeah, I did it so much. Like you guys, you cannot fathom how many Parasect runs that I've done. So like this, by extension, like this run is known. Like it's not exactly the same, but there's a lot of similarities, especially when we get later into the game. Okay, I'm making a quick pause. I need to look at my notes. No, I've just done this run so much. Like, I've done so many, like the Parasect race. Like, I did so many runs, like 1,000 starts at least on that run. And by the time you make it to the end and you finally put together that perfect run and stuff like that, you know exactly what can beat you because you've lost to every single possibility in every alternate timeline. You know what I mean? Robbie, that's not true at all. They have the same... crit rates are determined by the Pokemon, and sleep is just in the code. Like, gym leaders do not get any extra. Where are we at? I gotta look at my notes, finally. A lot of scrolling. We went quite a long way. Hey, trust me, when you know reset, I think the Shorts youngster, Jesse and James, the Goldeen Junior trainer in front of Misty and rival number 2, you one-shot all of them, and you're having like your personal best time that you think, hey, this is the run that's going to win the race, and you lose to the Gentleman, or you lose to Lieutenant Surge, or Spearow crits you with a peck, and you're just like, want to throw your computer out the window. You know how it is. Parasect's exponentially worse? How? You just... Okay. Appreciate you guys. Let me get back on track here. Let me see where we're at. I need to save some leech lives here. Leech life, body slam, body slam. Okay, we're at Route 9. We're going to Rock Tunnel. It looks like there's no extra. And it looks like this should be decently easy. I should probably go Leech Life here to save Body Slam. Okay, let's put Leech Life on the bottom because that's like the 3rd time I put something to sleep on accident. We don't need Spore for quite a while. I think we'll use it one time in the Rocket Hideout. And remember, like, I'm assuming that everyone that's watching me watches my videos. I don't know, you know, why else would you be here? My runs, I do the Rocket Hideout. Scott doesn't do the Rocket Hideout. So That's going to be a big difference in the Parasect race when we watch it. But I want you guys to watch my video, and I'll say as much in the video, but just watch it as a regular Gym Leader Matt solo run. Don't think of it as this big race, because I'm going to present it as one of my regular videos. You know what I mean? This, I wouldn't say exponentially, but it is a lot worse. I'll give you that. It's definitely worse. The main thing is Parasect starts off with Leech Life. That's what makes it so much better. Like, Paras would be very comparable if it started off, if it got Leech Life a little bit earlier. Like, let's say level 13. I mean, Michael, we could do that, but it doesn't really sound hard. It just sounds kind of tedious. And there's a fine line with me, especially when you're looking at like difficulty and tedium. I think when you're getting on the tedious side, it kind of makes me, it turns me off a little bit. Like, it makes me wonder if I'm using my free time wisely, you know, when you're getting something tedious. This should be free. What Pokemon would do well with a cup of... Yeah, yeah, he got it. Doxpin. Guys, I'm not ready to officially announce this yet, but I think we're going to get a Dotson in August. We're going to get a long-haired Dotson to go with our other dog. Growl, you son of a... I hate Growl. Will the Leech Life even kill? Yes, it will. Body Slam probably won't kill the Pidgey. I just have a Yorkie. A really old Yorkie. It's like 11 years old. So, you know, well over 70 in dog years. We watch other dogs, depending on the, you know, depending on what dog. He's a weird dog, so I don't know how he's gonna do with it. Okay, let's pick up these hidden items real quick. I'm the best. Like, out of everybody that does solo runs, I'm the best pick-upper of hidden items there is, you know? Pat myself on the back for that. Let me make sure I'm doing just like Rocket Hideout standard stuff. What are we congratsing? That I'm getting a dog? I'd rather have a cat, but we might get a cat too. I'm a cat person, but ever since I moved, ever since my last cat, I haven't got another cat. What are we doing here? Double dig, we done that. Rocket Hideout. So, manage your PP well. Pick up a PP up. We gotta pick up a PP up. Okay. Are we out? You know what? We're going back to Animal Crossing. There we go. Well, one PP up. I didn't do this for the Parasect race, but for this run, that's a little bit worse, and there's a little bit more variables to it. It helps a little bit. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of effort that goes into that. Surprisingly, like, there's some dumb things that you have, like if you want to make videos on this kind of stuff and you just want to get better, there's a lot of little dumb things that you practice. And picking up items, I've practiced picking up those items on times like 6 speed. Because if you can play the game pretty good at times 6 speed, it feels like you're playing on nothing. I'm gonna make hang on. Okay, I got a save state here. Alright guys, hang on. A live stream races would be tough. Like if a random person, does this random person have an overlay? Does this person have the same things I got? Can they stream? How do I show them streaming? That's times 3 speed. Okay, here's what I'm going to show you guys. Here's regular speed. How about this? Look. Guys, this is regular speed. Imagine playing the game like this. Look how precise you could be. I'm going to reload that. Somebody wanted me to do a, I shouldn't have body slammed there. A ×1 Mewtwo stream just so we can see how fast it can be. For some reason, like, back in the day, people used to be so obsessed. It's like, do the J-Rose thing where he got less than 2 hours with Mewtwo. Like, do it on ×1 speed. It's just so slow. Ah, man, if I could change the frame throttle live without closing down RetroArch, I'd put this thing on 0.1 speed and would play it. Would do an 8-hour Mewtwo run. The most precise movements you've ever seen in your life. Would have that run down to an hour 40. Did I forget anything? Ah, man, normal speed, rip. If you're playing on normal speed and you're making videos, it just takes so long. You simply cannot. I'm just gonna dig here. We're gonna dig and we're gonna call it a day. Definitely save it here because we're about to see another weakness. Another one of Paris's 32 weaknesses. Rock. I think we have rock throw here. So to avoid that, just put him to sleep. I think he has just enough health to survive a dig. So what I'm going to do is that into a dig, and it's not really going to work that great. So we have to do another one. I'm going to spore this thing too just to avoid damage. Dig's great against them, but they're so tanky, like they can survive. And like if the Onyx hits a rock throw, it may very well be over for you. If you're making videos and you're doing ×1 speed, stop it. Get some help. Especially if you're making, you know, $1,000 on your video or whatever the hell he probably makes on his videos, like per video. Like, why would you not speed up the process? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we go straight to Erica. I probably should check. God, why can I hit that? I'm gonna check. What font? What do you mean, like on my overlay? I can answer that real quick. I use God, I think it's a Wall Street Journal front. It's called Verdania Bold. I was looking up fonts. I think I use that for just about everything. Verdania Bold. Or is it Verdona? Am I saying it wrong? I say a lot of things wrong, so don't judge me on that. What are we doing here? I want to see what I fight in. Okay, I need to be level 35 going into the Execute Beauty. And I have written down, spore the egg, save yourself the headache. Verdana. Never. Oh, yeah, I mean, God. We're going to look at, I think, okay, so this is like, I guess we can finally just start talking about the race a little more, like, as it's about to come out, but, like, some people didn't use the bike because it's too hard to control, and it's, like, one of the very few things in the game, I would say it's probably the only thing in the game that actually requires mechanical skill, so it's crazy to me that people wouldn't get good at it, like, get decent on the bike. But yeah, like moving around on ×4 speed's not something you can just do. You definitely have to practice it a little bit. Morty's gym. Oh man, I've been skipping the the third trainer in there and like doing that on ×4 speeds, like just falling off. We don't know who won the race. We're just all in the dark. We're gonna find out together. I'm hoping we can come back and you can say, damn, Matt won the race. If I win that race and I don't see at least like 7 Tombstoner comments in the comments of his video, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be going in there. I'm gonna pop into the video. It's kind of unfortunate because, like, I don't know. Maybe this is just me. You would think that, like, if somebody won the race, that they would at least reach out to you and tell you, because, like, I've already made my Parasect race video. Spoiler alert, I'm in the dark. I don't know if I won or lost. So, like, it would be a lot better if I could make the video from the perspective of, you know, the runner-up or the winner or, like, the 5th place, like, barely made a couple of mistakes. You know what I mean? I think if you if you pretended you won the race and you ended up not winning the race, I think you would look so stupid. Did I pick up that? I picked up an ether. Yeah. Yeah, if I pretended that I won the race and I didn't know and I actually didn't win, I'd look so dumb. Like, it'd be like channel suicide. But yeah, I mean, like, regardless, win or lose or whatever, like, I'm excited for it to come out. But I think from the perspective of like if you're making a video, oh no, I messed up. I'm debating on if I should count that or not. I think this was a chat-induced reset, but we're gonna count it. Please, God, be a save state. Yeah. That's very true, Andy Taker. I'm losing my train of thought on all this stuff. I'm trying to do the run, but now we're trying to get into the stuff. But just like in general, like if you're making a video, you like to have a clear... My speed drop, that's not great. This might be bad. You would just like to have a clear narrative, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, the video would be much better if you could put it as the perspective of like, hey, this is why I didn't win, or hey, this is why I did win, or whatever, rather than it just being generic, you know? I will say something else too. I don't... how much should I really commentate on this? I'll let you guys decide. Should I keep talking about the Parasect race? I got a couple of gripes and complaints. I don't want to sit here on my soapbox and bitch and moan too much, you know? You perfectly outspeed the Gloom there, and if you get a speed drop, it becomes a little dicey. I'll let you guys decide. Mutus doesn't, you're in on it. I'm gonna do this. You know how I feel about Celadon buys. I always mess them up. So let me get through this. You guys tell me if you would like to continue it. No, there's not. It's some worries I got about the race and stuff like that. But I'm overall excited about it. I'm actually full on items here. Let me do some inventory management. I'm gonna get through this and then we'll look and we'll see where the state of the people are at. Okay, what do I get? We're not getting counter, and we're only getting 2 TMs, is that right? Some runs would probably be okay with focus energy. Yeah, it'd probably be okay. It could be an alternative to like a boosting move like Swords Dance if it worked correctly. Fuck. All right, hang on. Let me get through this shopping section and then we'll talk about whatever. For Pokedoll for Future Mimic, I got it saved at the start, so in case I mess up, I think I need just 2 TMs here. Because I need to look at something anyway. Okay. I'm making a pause real quick. I mean, we've seen that Magikarp can beat the game if it has a couple of moves. I have a Magikarp video with Dragon Rage and whatever. I have Ice Beam. I just need to sell it. I need to look. There's something very specific here. Depending on how the grinding went in the early game, your stat experience can be in a wonky position. So I need to look at my actual stat experience. I am at 11,719. So I think that almost... What does that put me at? It puts me in a 3 Carbos range. Okay. And if this doesn't work right, if it doesn't work the way I thought it would, yeah, look, that's perfect. 2, 3. I think in the original... God, I don't remember what the original Scyther video, I talked about focus energy, and I was like, you know, with Swords Dance, you lowering your crit rate almost helps because you won't do the crits, and since like crits ignore your stat changes, it would probably be an increase. I was thinking about using it for that run, but it just never really panned out. And I can't think of any other Pokemon that would benefit from it. Let me just look through. Spore the Fearow, Dig. Okay. I guess we can get into some story time. I'm gonna make a hard save here, and we're gonna continue on. Okay, so back to the Parasect race. Okay, so what I wish, you know how like, I don't know if you guys watched the Porygon race video. That's the main reason I was interested in doing the Parasect one, because I like the, I wouldn't say banter really, but like, you know how he had people on, like, to come in on the video and talk about their thoughts, and I think it's clear he's not going to be doing that. So like, everybody's in the dark, they don't know how they did, and there's not going to be any like cameos. Like, you're not going to see whoever pop up on the video like and be like, oh, I seen everybody else was doing this, so I decided to do like some extra commentary, I guess. And I think it's a situation to where I think it's going to be like a too many cooks type situation. You know what I mean? Like, I feel in my gut, I got a pretty good gut instinct. In my gut, I feel like it's going to be like this hour and 40-minute video to where like the people that actually did good in the race aren't going to get that much screen time, but rather there's going to be like a focus on like 200 people. And like, you're going to be seeing a lot of people doing like these worthless bot-only playthroughs that are going to get like too much screen time. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's not going to do what you would want it to do. So it's going to almost feel like you wasted your time doing this race, because it's like this 2-hour video to where like the people that actually did good are going to be mainly featured at the very end of it. And like everybody else who did like these little trolly meme runs that aren't really, in my opinion, aren't worth the time, are going to get more screen time, and they're going to be more upfront. But that's just me. You know what I mean? Little, that's not true or factual. That's just how my gut feeling at the moment. So I'm going to release my video. I'm going to, you know, follow the rules. I'm going to be a good little boy. I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to do, but I don't expect much from it. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's been a whole year since it, and there's not really much hype for it anymore, I just feel like, you know, it's whatever to me now. And God forbid I win the race. Like, I do really good, and I actually clawed my way up and put together a good run and won the race. I don't know. Like, what's it gonna do? Yeah, I mean, cool. It's being released, but when that's your only positive, like, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be cool to watch, but like at the same time, like for me, think about it this way. Let's think about it this way. Like, if let's say there was a Super Smash Brothers tournament, right? and you entered it and you did really well in it, and like somebody like a channel that was 10 times bigger than you was gonna release a video on it, you're like, oh cool, I did really good in this race, so that's gonna put some like recognition. But then it's like, nah, we're gonna focus on like the 150 losers of the race just as much as you. You know what I mean? And that's not a bad thing. That's just like my gut feeling. I think it's gonna be a too many cooks situation. It's gonna be this long, this huge. Because I seen a tweet from Scott that was like, oh man, I'm only at Misty and I'm on page 18 of the script. So like, it might be a 3-hour video to where like, I might have to be like, all right, let's just skip to the end and see who won, you know? And I hope it's not like that. But I'm just saying, I'm an older guy, you know, I'm in my mid 30s. Like, you know, you call it like you see it. You get a gut feeling, you have a bunch of experience in life, and that's just kind of like how it feels. But I'm excited for it. I am excited for it. I just don't want to sit through, you know. Hang on, I need to reset here. Fuck. I gotta redo this because I'm on my soapbox and I started talking. Oh, Scott's great. I mean, I have nothing against Scott. Oh, yeah, I got you there. Like, well, especially, like, if it was, like, this in-depth analysis of, like, the race and, like, you know, maybe you start off with the top 20 people and, like, you start seeing people trail off and then eventually it gets down to, like, the top 5 and then eventually it gets down to the top 3, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's more interesting for a race, but I think when you're just giving everybody a participation trophy... we'll see how it works. Maybe he has better ideas than I think, but that's just from my mind as a creator. You know what I mean? Don't do this to me. If I reset here, which I'm not. I'm about to say, if I reset here, I'm just gonna not count it because I have to redo this shit again because I messed up. I think I was supposed to deposit items and I messed up. I like about an hour-long video for my going to sleep because me and my wife are on different schedules and I can't have something going too long, so about an hour. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. This is the first time I had to do a dumb reset because I just messed up. I wasn't looking at my notes. I got a little bit into it. And I don't want to come off as like... You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to come off as not grateful. I don't want to come off as a hater. I don't want to come off as throwing shade. But I just, you know. That's just how I feel about it. I don't want something to turn into, like, participation trophy. Somebody who could barely get sub 1 hour run is getting a 3-minute spotlight in my run. You know what I mean? Yeah, about an hour is my sweet spot for bedtime videos. Sometimes I just like a nice little 30-minute video. To be honest, when I see a video nowadays that's like, you know, like 11 or 12 minutes, like... What did I do? Did I make a save state? I just wasted so much time right there. I gotta focus. I'm gonna reset one more time. Okay, I reset right here. Perfect. I keep messing up. You'll notice that on a lot of my runs, I mess up on little simple parts. Like, this is the main reason I don't like to do real lifetime runs, because I make a lot of human error, and I feel like it ruins the entire run if you're doing real lifetime. And I like to just chill. I would hate to restart a run just because I made a little dumb mistake, or Paris get a worse run because I just made a little dumb error. Little Paris error. I'll make a save state there just in case I mess up again for the 4th time. Hopefully we're back on track though. I just need to deposit 3 items. And not forget to use the Pokeflute. Yeah, I get the feeling a lot of people probably forgot about the Parasect race. And the fact that it's like, it's not being promoted at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, longer videos are the way to go. I don't necessarily have a certain length for my videos. I just kind of do videos like how they come out's how they come out. You know what I mean? I'd like them to be more concise and more digestible, but I don't really think about that sort of stuff in the moment. I mainly think about what I'm gonna do on a video like after, like what am I gonna do with this video while I'm filming it, and then when I'm editing, I'm just like, well, let's just see where it takes me. Okay. It's been fun. I feel bad about... I'm not gonna say I feel bad about my thoughts, but like... I feel like as someone who... I mean, hell, my channel avatar's from the race. So, like, I know I at least got top 3. So I feel like I'm in a position, you know, uniquely qualified to talk about it. But I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm a little too negative because it's something I've been working on a lot this year is like to not be negative about stuff. But like... I don't know. You see the writing on the wall, but not really much you can do about it. Can you continue the game like in the Safari Zone? Hello, Kindle C. Yeah, you can. I mean, you're not soft. You could, if you went really out of the way, you could soft lock yourself, I guess. But you can't. In Pokemon Yellow specifically, he'll let you in if you don't have enough money. They thought about that, so you know you can't soft lock yourself in Pokemon Yellow. They'll let you in for free because they have pity that you're so poor. I just picked up the final HMs of the run. I used the Carbos. I used that. Okay. So we'll get into more detail about this little bit coming up in a bit. Did I buy fresh water? If I didn't buy fresh water, I'm hacking it in. We're a little sidetracked today. Okay, yeah, we did. Okay, we're doing what we call a half seal. This is like one of the main divergences between Parasect runs, and that's what's going to be interesting about the video. I think that the different builds and the different approaches is the interesting part about runs. So if you're doing like a race between a bunch of people, I think looking at the people who did different things and did really well would be the more interesting part to focus on. But this is like the huge divergence between runs. And, you know, we'll talk about that in the video more in depth. But like, not everybody did a half seal because you have to backtrack later. But I think the amount of time that it saves, and it's going to be less time for Parasect. Fuck. It's going to be less time for Parasect, but more time for Paris. But getting Swords Dance and then coming back later, it was something I really worked on a lot. I really wanted this Swords Dance strategy to work. I'm going to go ahead and open that door. There's no real reason to. It doesn't really save you any time. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I should use everything in one menu if I'm being like super efficient, but this isn't a race. I don't have to go against, you know, 15 other sweaty men doing everything they can to save time, so I don't have to do that right now. So we're learning Swords Dance. We're gonna replace Leech Life. And that's all. Hang on, no, that's not all we do. Don't dig out. Half seal. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Yeah. The Casper Slide. Any Rodney Mullen fans in the chat? I think I got a very specific experience range here. There's like a go back grunt that gives almost enough experience, but not quite a, let's see. Parasect would do, man, don't get me started on Tony Hawk. Was I paused right there, guys? Yes, okay. I look back. Okay, so Swords Dance is very short for this race. I don't use it much, but like on a battle like this, for example, I'm kind of worried. I'm a little bit lower than I thought I was going to be. Uh-oh. I thought I had leech life. How did I win this battle? It doesn't make... I'm sorry for yelling, but like, it doesn't make any sense. Jesus Christ, how did I win that? Oh man. That was so close. I kept fumbling my moves that the AI would just refuse to win. Okay, perfect. So I need to be at least 251 experience from 39. It looks like I am over that mark, so we're good to go. Jesus Christ, that was close. God, I don't know why that was an intense battle. Like it was just the most random battle ever, but like for some reason it had me like legitimately worried because I haven't saved it in a while. Anyway, you know. But yeah, I mean, any more questions you guys got about? I mean, I'll answer anything. Like, we're done with the negativity part. Oh man, Tony Hawk's Underground. God, customizing your skater. I used to play that. And I used to have like my own custom music on my Xbox. So like, I remember playing like Incubus and System of a Down and stuff like that while I was playing my Xbox, while doing skate stuff, and it was just. It's very nostalgic for me, to be honest with you. My favorite legendary bird. I'm gonna be honest, growing up, I probably like Moltres. I lean towards the fire types. Probably Moltres. I didn't really like them that much, so I didn't like using legendaries. Okay, so this run with Swords Dance is 100% consistent. You can see that little bit of experience. We outspeed the Venom out here perfectly. So one thing, I'll pause it one more time. One thing you gotta know about Generation 1 and Spore is if you outspeed your opponent, it's game over. There's absolutely nothing they can do. So in this situation in a battle with Toxic and Psychic and all this damage coming through that's normally pretty tough, it becomes extremely trivial. So we put it to sleep, and I can just set up fully with no repercussions, and now I'm so boosted that even though I don't outspeed the rest of the fight and I get Toxic put on me, I do so much damage that it doesn't matter. They'd have to crit me like 5 times in a row, and they're not going to get the chance because I'm doing so much damage. So this fight's 100% consistent, and I'll talk about that in the Parasect video itself. But that's the main reason for Swords Dance right there. If you're wondering, that's the main reason you want Swords Dance. Now, I hope to God I picked up War Turtle. I think I did. If I didn't, we're going to have some problems. Yeah. So teach Surf first on yellow. Go ahead and pick up that rare candy. And I do believe we're flying back to Sylph. Do I see emojis on the bottom of the screen? What screen? Chat, if you want to know, chat, you guys are just like a very small window on my second monitor. No one goes, like, Daniel, I wouldn't say streamers, I would say solo runners. The goal of a solo runner is to beat the game as fast as possible, and going south of Lavender Town is not going to help you accomplish that goal. I'm going to use one PP up for this run because it's kind of a... It's not a great Pokemon. Good Pokemon don't need PP ups. I think Fire Red climbing Mount Ember. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Jim. And I don't know what you're talking about with the emojis either. Let me see where we're at. Oh, Moltres, yeah. Moltres, I love the Fire Chicken. I don't think it's the best. It's actually by far the worst legendary. I'm excited to redo it. I think I didn't represent it well, but I think we can do better, but that's not till later. That's kind of a recent run. Well, about August of last year or something like that. But like, I don't want to redo runs that recent just yet, but they do need a redo. Let me look through my notes because we're going into some stuff. We're finishing up Sylph immediately. That's because of the speed badge boost. It's the second part of Parasect's rise to the better. I don't see any of that. Oh, I love the Galarian birds. Don't get that wrong. The Galarian birds are amazing. I think all of them are good. I love the Zapdos. I love them all. They're all pretty good. I think it's a really good form. Okay, I'm full on items, but I won't be for long. I don't know why I saved here, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're about to learn growth. Swords Dance has already served its purpose. I got poison, that's not great. I might lose the battle because of that. So since we're about to get rid of Swords Dance, go ahead and fully set up. Now you learn growth over Swords Dance. You outspeed this guy because you leveled up in a, perfect way. Oh man, I gotta pull the trigger. Hang on, I gotta pause this. We need 4 gross. No, we don't. 3 gross. That'll do. And I think we could just go on the sweep. We speed tie the Kadabra, but we won, thankfully. And there you go. I actually think that I'm gonna use a full restore right here. No, I'm not. I'm stubborn. I want to save it. So I just use that hyper potion we just picked up, and things will work out just the same. Jesse and James fight. Not worried about it at all, but might as well save. Yeah, I love the... are you talking about as a whole? I mean, only... I played this fight wrong. Only Moltres has a ×4 weakness. Alolan Vulpix? We did an Alolan Vulpix stream a while ago. It was pretty bad in Gen 1. The pure ice typing, it's not really a benefit. Okay. We got a growth a little bit there. Oh yeah, Articuno as well. You're right. Not Zapdos though. We're gonna utilize Spore here. Just because the Am I gonna regret not sporing this thing again? No. Yikers, I was supposed to be digging here. It's not costing me. Level up going into the Nidoqueen. That's a reset. Okay, that's fine. I played that fight really bad. It felt a little bit off, I guess. I don't know. So like, obviously I was trying to just save time. If it woke up, I should have just put it back to sleep. And I should be using Dig because it guarantees the one-shot ranges. But you will level up and lose your speed and your attack boost from the badge boost glitch. So guard spec, perfect. And I guess, yeah, you just body slam to victory. Not too bad. Like I said, I haven't played this run in about a week, so there are some little things I'm fuzzy about. But for the most part, I know it pretty well. And I think we go ahead and just fight Sabrina. Picking up Mimic. Alright, we got that up, down, down, left. This could go... This fight really depends on turn 1. Like, do you get Flash put on you? Or not? And we do. I'm just going to do the full setup. Just so I can outspeed everything. But of course now I'm missing... We'll see how it goes. I've learned the Parasect race, if I could give it credit for anything, it taught me to not fear accuracy drops and just force your way through them. Because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Okay, there's some pretty important stuff here. PP. It's called, in the Parasect race, I guess you'll see next week, my Parasect's name is PP. So this is PP Jr. It's his son. He had a kid. The Parasect race has been so long since it happened that he had a kid, and it's already fully grown enough to do a solo run by now. Okay, we want to use some rare candies. We want to use Mega Drain. We want to use a PP up. So there's lots of stuff to do here. And you might notice I went on the warp panel first. It's because it makes Dig use the warp animation. It's a little bit faster. It's just something I do. Okay, we'll use 4 of these. What do you mean by the peculiar accuracy? We want to go to level 48 right here. Help us out a little bit in the upcoming battles. We want to learn. So this is weird. We're getting rid of Body Slam. But you got to trust in the process. We're going to use 1 PP up on it. And now we're going to dig out. Yeah, I'll talk about that in the video too. Like, there is a positive to it. Like, you actually get a badge boost from it. You bitch, get out of the way. So many little dumb NPCs that just like get in your way. Like, they're only programmed to go into the one spot they know the character would walk into. I'm about to let Parasect loose. We're about to put a spore on her. Okay, so I am not getting the Carbos here. That is because I cannot use it because I had to get my stat experience so high for early in the game. So I just can't use it. I'm picking up Blizzard just to fill up my bags. And you might be thinking, why? Why would you do that? So that I save a little bit of time because when the gym leaders try to give you their TM at the end of the fight, if your bags are full, their dialogue is significantly shorter. So if I'm full up on items right here, I have no other, mandatory items to pick up for the rest of the game. It'll make things just a little quicker. And if you can swing it, I'm gonna make a safe state just in case I mess up on the dumbass questions. Voice is hurting. I've been noticing, like, God, like, when I stream, the past few times I stream, like, I cannot talk. Tombstoner, brother. I cannot talk. This is one of the harder fights in the game. It's decided on turn 1. It's decided on turn 1, guys. If it uses flamethrower, it's game over. I think we do times 6 gross. But Blaine doesn't have good AI. So, it's possible to not even worry about it. Should I use Dig on the fire types? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, never mind. You're answering the other question. What is TM28? Oh, wow. Cool. I wasn't looking, but I'm guessing that it set up Reflect and survived and then used the Fire Blast, right? Blaine, sometimes his AI is so bad that he looks pathetic, and then at the same time it's like, oh, I used Reflect into Fire Blast, whoops. Yeah, that did a lot of damage. He crit though. If he didn't crit, I think we might have been able to survive. You see how much shorter that dialogue was right there? Okay, I don't think anything's going to be too difficult right here. Is this true? I don't know, like, I don't see, like, if there is something that gives you emojis, it's horribly designed because the person doing the streaming can't even see it. I set up 4 gross right there because it's the only way you can guarantee the one shot. And you might as it's the only way to make it a little bit faster. It's not a great fight. This one should be there's an emoji that I'm used to. I think we need 5 grows to outspeed this thing. Sand attack! Thank you, Doug Trio! God, that feels so good. I knew it. I was like sitting there and I was like, I knew that this Mega Drain's not gonna KO this motherfucker. D's Master? I haven't seen D's Master in here in a while, I feel like. And I appreciate that, brother. Oh, I missed. Uh-oh. Hang on. Okay, I hit. Perfect. The one, the only D's Masters in the chat, everybody. Can we get a golf clap? Can we get a very slow golf clap that builds up to a crescendo? I'm just gonna pop an elixir right here. Save a little time, if you know what I mean. We're gonna go straight into rival number 6. Alright, quick pause. Let me see what's going on here. Do the Elite Four have any... Everybody! Paris has 25 base speed, and I'm not over leveled by any means, so everything outspeeds me. That's the answer. Everything. What are we doing here? Hang on. How's this fight go? Okay, I level up after this. So no reason to set up. Now we got our old friend Execute here. And we do need ×4 gross. This will ensure that I think we still speed tie the Kadabra. I don't know why it worked out that way, but it did. I just always speed tie the Kadabras. Another Reflect. Yeah, well this fight's a lot weaker. Yeah, this fight's not a great metric. I get off my bike because I don't trust myself to do that jump. Oh my god, my Streamlabs is bugging out. Come on, buddy. Why are you putting that many? No, I can't ban it. I thought about it. Maybe it'll fix itself. You're only supposed to do that like once every 20 minutes, buddy. To be fair, I haven't logged on it in a while. It might miss me, and that's the way for it to get revenge. I make a save state here because I always mess up. Just like earlier, this is a very hard movement to make, so I get off my bike for it. Oh, that was perfect. You don't ever see that line up that perfect. Like the rappel wears off right when you're at the boulder. That was just a thing of beauty right there. That was just like, you know, if you look at a Gen 1er solo runner, that's just a chef's kiss right there. Things never work out that perfect. Okay, what's cool about Mega Drain and this set right here is that I can actually afford to not buy full restores at the Pokemon League because I don't need them. I got enough already to survive the rest of the way. But for some insurance, there is a hidden one at the very end. I hate this boulder the most, I think. Because at this point, you're ready to be done. And it's like, okay, let's go. Spam can be okay, but it's definitely not better than bacon. It's a nice little hidden full restore right there we'll take. I recently realized you don't have to deposit your Pokemon anymore the way I got shit set up, but like it just makes that Hall of Fame look better. I'm pretty sure, let me pause it before I save it. I think I use, let me see let's see what my rare candy usage is looking like. What is it, like 2 here? Cast form or Claydon Gen 1? Neither. How about neither? This is gonna hurt. Hang on, we gotta go back to... We gotta go back to the old music. You guys know the drill. Get crit and reset. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm gonna pass. Scott did a surfing Pikachu video. I'm good with it. I'm gonna do Pikachu the next week or the week after that. Regular Pikachu. Okay, you can see that hurts. But we're at the point now, we outspeed now that we got enough growth set up. And Mega Drain allows us to just get all that health back. Slurp it up like a milkshake. I mean, for a while, I'm not going to do any special event runs. Those videos perform so bad that it's not even worth my time to work on. Like the Magikarp video, like, Jesus Christ, the video did so bad for me that like I was like contemplating on doing any more. What would Flying Pikachu do though? Like how would it even be any good? Regular Magikarp can't even beat the game. No, this is a special Magikarp, an event Magikarp. So egg moves or event Pokemon runs, those have not performed well the last few that I've done, so they're off the table. You won't be seeing those for a while. They're not worth the effort to do them. Yada yada yada. Where's my... what is that? Seeing people spamming the same message that a viewer put in chat earlier. Elaborate on that, Daniel. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Surf Pikachu is actually pretty good. I think we're going to see... I watched Speedrunner do Pikachu last week or a few days ago. His run was rough at the end, but I think we're going to have a, you know, a decent run. And plus we get... I'm using Pikachu and Pokemon Yellow, so we get to finally see the Pikachu follow Ash a little bit. So that's going to be pretty cool. D's Master, you're exactly right. You got to look at what the analytics are telling you. And if views are dropping and stuff like that, you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not making good choices. Maybe there's like a handful of people that like this content, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. Well, Partner Pikachu was something that they came up with, you know, later. Here, I mean, it kind of is what it is. Like, you kind of just hope on Agatha. Now, the huge concession for this run is Golbat. Golbat and Executor. You don't have an answer for them. So here's how look how slow this Golbat fight's gonna be. Look how much damage. Double resisted Mega Drains. But we do outspeed. With the setup, we can now sweep. But Golbat's a very slow Pokemon. I had to do some rearranging for Lance in my testing. Alright, let's get rid of Dig. I'm using 2 candies here. Shedinja, I might look to try to do in October. It depends on how I feel. It's going to be some work right there. Daniel, you're right about that. I don't want to call anybody out for it, but you see it in every chat that you look in. It's just part of what it is, you know? Like, you can't help it. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody who's ever done a Pikachu run has been asked 8,000 times if they can do this. Don't crit. Thank you. I think me putting it to... Okay, you know what? Whatever. Fuck it. I don't care. Oh no, Gyarados forces the reset. How will I ever live with myself? Okay, we outspeed now. And +5 is the magic goal. Well, +6, but we got leered once, so it works the same. But we're over 170 speed, which allows us to outspeed Aerodactyl. In yellow version, Aerodactyl has fly and really high attack and a high crit chance. So there's a high likelihood that it'll just absolutely demolish you. So outspeeding the Aerodactyl is pretty key. The thing I love about yellow is that this Dragonair has Ice Beam, seemingly just to let you use it against him. So it makes this battle really easy. Oh, Shedinja's definitely possible. It'll take some code manipulation. But I think I can do it. I have an idea, and I've had an idea for a while. I'll look at the rest of the chat in a second. Let me set up. Maybe we can get sub 4 hours. Yeah, I seen the SpaceX rocket blow up last week. I seen it. Well, you gotta count. I think you gotta count Gyarados as a dragon. Like, he's not a dragon, but like in spirit, he looks just like a Japanese dragon. So I don't level up at all, so I've planned out my experience very well. The experience in this run's actually better planned out than the Parasect race. So I should wake up on this turn, yeah. Mimic that. Earthquake. I shouldn't have used Earthquake there. I don't know why I did, but it's fine because it'll work out just the same. So I wasted a turn, but it doesn't matter. This fight's awful because it's just like Golbat. You don't have any good answer for it. Earthquake does a little bit more damage, but the animation takes a little bit longer. So I like to use 2 Earthquakes and 2 Mega Drains. And that's the fight over. I mean, the fight's over at this point. I can hard set the HP value myself. The Shedinja run shouldn't be that hard. Well, unfortunately, not quite sub 4 hours, but you know, pretty solid run. I mean, I know some guys saying it's the worst, and like the worst to me would be about a 6-hour run, 7-hour run. So it's far from the worst. It's not great, but it's mainly because of that Brock split. It takes over an hour to do. So I think it was a pretty solid run overall. I like Paris a lot. A long time ago, I even had it in the works to do a Paris egg move run, but we've talked about like event and egg move runs. They just didn't perform that well. Yeah, a couple of them were kind of, you know, whatever. 420 blaze it, 69 resets. It's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of things going back to this that I took from my experiences in the Parasect race, but Parasect has all the tools to not have to grind any at all, pretty much. So this one did have to grind. It was the Brock split, the late leech life, the slower speed, all that stuff added up to make it a little bit worse, but you know, whatever. It was a pretty good run. $420 was last week, wasn't it? Or close enough, I guess. Parasect should come out next week unless it gets delayed again. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. It's going to be like a 17-hour long video. And at the very end, the whole video is going to go by. And at the very end, the very last second, he's going to say, oh, here's Gym Leader Matt. And it's going to go off. A team run? No. I don't like team runs. I think they're too easy. Maybe we'll go back to Nuzlocks and I'll use rare candies to make that a little easier eventually. What's funny though is in my last Nuzlocke, I started getting some comments on it lately where somebody was like, man, I'm just so disappointed in you. You over leveled everything and I'm just really disappointed. And I was like, bruh, I had the level cap on. I couldn't go past the gym leader's ace. And at the end of the game, I was using like level 45 Pokemon in the Elite Four. Like, what do you want from me? People are stupid sometimes. I don't know. It is what it is. Like, what can you do? The ideal Pokemon look like for a solo run, I think it's going to be Alolan, Stone Evolution, and I think we'll see it coming up in June. I think Alolan Raichu and Alolan Ninetales have the potential to be the best, but I don't know for sure yet. But just a preliminary look, they have everything required to save every ounce of time possible. I don't know how good they'll do, but we'll see. We'll have to go back and we'll go back to the drawing board. I am getting a little bit ahead, so I'm getting very close to start working on those runs for the summer. Like I said, I've said this a lot. I got to get ahead for the summer because I'm going to be really busy. I have like a 2-week honeymoon at the end of July or at the start of July. And I'm going back to get another bachelor's degree in August. So things are going to be pretty rough, depending on the classes I have to take at the start, because I know I'm going to have to take some like advanced physics classes, and it's going to not be very fun at all. Alan Summer. It might be like a half a Alolan Summer, because I'm starting to work on some of those, and like working on too many cross-gen runs in a row is a little bit grating because you have to make everything. Like, I don't know, Jim, do you use GameHook like just at all? Like, just set it up with your stuff just to look at some of the more hidden details of the run. You don't use it at all? I've taken physics before, but I gotta take an even higher level of physics, and it's gonna be, I'll tell you guys right now, I haven't taken physics since I was 18. My first year of college, I took some physics, and I haven't had to have a higher math since then. So it's been a long time. I'm in my mid-30s now. Oh, you are on Mac. Okay. Jim, okay, so what was I saying? Hang on, I know the viewers are dropping off and all that kind of stuff, but real quick, we'll talk to all this stuff. What was I talking about before that? Oh yeah. Okay, I'm back on track. We're back on track. Let me get a drink of water. Cross-gen runs. No, physics is like depending on how much calculus and stuff's involved. It's basically like rocket science, man. Like physics is intense. Like you could. It depends on how high up you go. Like it can get into like quantum stuff. Like you know what I mean? Yeah, I think Alolan Raichu will have a great time. I think Alolan Ninetales will too. Alolan Executor, I don't think so because it's very slow. And those are the only stone ones. I think like Alolan Marowak will be fun, but I don't think it'll be good because it's not an actual stone evolution. Appreciate that, D-Smaster. You're very generous. Always appreciate it when you stop by. But let me talk about this real quick before we, go and all that kind of stuff. When we do cross-gen runs, like right now I'm trying to get ahead. So it's going to be to the point to where I'm doing like 5, 6, 7 of them in a row. So you have to make a custom mapper for Game Hook. That's just the start of it. You have to make a custom mapper. On top of that, you have to have a custom overlay for it. You know, all that stuff. You got to make a custom ROM. And within that ROM, you have to add in all the new stuff. But more importantly, you have to make the sprites. I do have help on the front sprites, but I have to make the back sprites myself. You have to do that. And then you have some software I use for routing to help me out to route after the fact. I have to manually enter the custom generation stuff in there too. So, this is about as lucrative as if you worked part-time, if you worked 10 hours a week at McDonald's. That's about how lucrative YouTube is. If you work 10 hours a week at McDonald's, you'd be about as successful as my channel right now. No cap, not even being sarcastic. You don't make that much money on... Like, when you're looking at all these solo runners and everything like that, like... Realistically, if you count Madrybread as a solo runner, because he doesn't do just solo runs, you know what I mean? He does, like, more stuff. So, like, I guess if you count him, Madrybread, J-Rose, Scott... Like, those are about the only people eating right now. Everybody's at the table. Those are the only 3 people eating. So, everybody else, we're making... Yeah, waiter with no tip, part-time, 10 hours a week at McDonald's. No, this is not a career path unless you get extremely lucky. No. I mean, it's fun to make a little money on the side doing a little hobby. That's what I think of it as. Raid Shadow Legends. If Raid Shadow Legends reached out to me and said, hey, we'll give you $200 if you start off the stream with a Raid Shadow Legends promo, hell, I'd put on a full suit of armor and I'd be talking about Raid Shadow Legends all day. I could amp it up, Isaac. Right now, I think I put about anywhere 10 to 20 hours a week I'll put into it. But if it was my full-time job and I could put in like 40 hours, oh, there's no question. Brother, I'd be putting out 2 videos a week, every week, streaming multiple times. I would not let the opportunity go to waste, but Yeah, gotta get that bread. McDonald's 10 hours a week. Yeah, if Raid Shadow Legends gave me $300, I'd make a Raid Shadow Legends ROM. I don't even know much about Raid Shadow Legends, but every single move would be themed after it. But it's pretty interesting, like, I don't know. I like to just sit here and shoot the shit with you guys and do a run, but, like, no. Understand, first and foremost, that I don't make that much money, and you can look at my views compared to other people, and you can kind of get a gauge of that, too. But just, you can imagine the people who, have way less viewers and stuff like that. Like, no, they're making, like, they're working about 30 minutes at McDonald's a week. There's no way you don't know what Raid Shadow Legends is. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. Yeah, trolling. You got him. Got him. Deadpool fell right for the trap. I think, what's NordVPN? Risky click. That's all I'll say. Yeah, exactly, Isaac. I mean, it's a labor of love. I try to keep a certain style going. I'll keep it going. But I could come up with a funny way to promote Raid Shadow Legends. Not like they ever would. Like, why would they look at my channel and be like, oh, that's what we want promoting our stuff? Like, I wouldn't care. Raycon earbud, that's a good one too. I would come up with some good segues for that kind of stuff, I think. Like, I mean, I would shamelessly put sponsors in my video. I would not hide it. And I think the way you build up an audience, I think you could build it up in certain way that people knows you're just making that money. And if you can do it in a funny way and just deliver it seamlessly into the video, I think it would be a funny experience for everybody and people wouldn't even mind. I think when you're like, you know how most people say, like, here's the usual line people say when they're promoting something. They say, normally I don't promote stuff. I only promote stuff I actually use. And these products are so good, I can't live without it. It changed my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't even know what established tiles is. I would just look at that money. DK Oldies. I ordered a Nintendo Switch from there and it worked perfect. It was cleaned out perfectly. A landlord in Ireland for $20. Send me the sponsorship. I'll sponsor it. I didn't know what I was missing until I became a landlord in Ireland for $20. They really did. I mean, DK Oldies is a little expensive, but you know. DK Oldies got called out for not doing some stuff they said, like repurposing stuff, like being a little lazy, maybe perhaps overcharging, and everybody really was outraged about it. There's probably a little bit more to it than that, but that's like a really simplified version. Basically saying stuff like refurbished Nintendo Wii or something like that, and like you could when you get it, you can tell it's never even really been cleaned out thoroughly. So, you know, there is a problem there. Do they deserve to be completely canceled? Probably not, but I don't know. That's pretty much it. So we had a pretty big stream. We had, I don't think I can look at my peak concurrent viewers yet until the stream goes off, but... Wait, can I? I think I had 66 viewers at my peak. That's massive. Any other races coming out the Parasect? There might be one announced in the summertime. And skepticism, cynicism, pessimism is making me think, oh, this is just going to be announced during the week that I'm gone, or the 2 weeks I'm gone up to Alaska or whatever, you know, and I won't be able to enter it. And then part of me is like, would I even want to enter it in the first place? We'll see how this one goes. If it's a very positive experience, the video is very enjoyable, and there's a bunch of nice people coming over to the channel and stuff like that, and it's a good experience, sure, I'll think about joining the next race. But if, you know, there's barely anything noticeable, the video's so long, I don't even want to finish it myself, and yada yada yada, I don't see the point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, and now his channel's a lot bigger, so even more people are going to enter it. So if his goal is to feature every single person that entered it, now it's going to be a 500 people episode. You know, if it was too many cooks before, it's going to be the whole damn kitchen now. It's going to be about a 7-hour long video. We're going to have to sit through someone beating the game with no experience. We're going to have to sit through... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Uh, that's one of my fondest memories. No, I mean, for real though, like, if you're entering a race, right? You're entering a race. This is the last thing I'll say before I go, alright? I know I'm gonna lose some viewers. Go fuck yourself. Who cares? You're entering a race, and the point of the race is to win and be the fastest. So, like, that should be the point of the video. So, when you got somebody entering a race, and they're deliberately doing, like, a 10-hour, or I don't even know how long it took. So, let's say the fastest Parasect race, just for reference, was 45 minutes, right? 45 minutes, entire run, over with. There was somebody who did, like, I don't even know, man, hours, like 30-hour playthrough, BOD only Parasect, 30 hours of footage, and they had the gall, they had the unmitigated gall to send Scott a 30-hour playthrough. And I guess Scott's gonna be like, well, how do I add this into the video? Why would you add, if someone sent me a 30-hour playthrough in a race that was average finish was about 50 minutes, I would say, buddy, like, you got to go get some help. No, Isaac, I think this is going to be, no, I don't want to, we're positive, we're happy, it's going to be a great video. There was 2 BOD only playthroughs. One was 30 hours, one was 20 hours. So, like, what's the point of the 30-hour playthrough? Fuck it. Throw it to the side. Like, the 20-hour playthrough clearly wins by 10 hours. But, you know. Yeah, somebody send me a 30-hour playthrough of BOD on a playthrough that only took about 45 minutes. I would say, don't waste my time. Like, no. I'm not as nice. Scott's a really nice guy, great channel. I'm not that nice. Like, if I held a race, I was big enough to hold a race, I would say, look, guys, you can enter the race. We'll have a Discord. We'll talk about it. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm probably not going to mention you if you got number 27. Like, if you came in the 27th place, good luck. If you came in 15th place, you know, you're not good enough. Like, it is what it is. Let's learn from it together. But the race is going to be focused on, like, the top 10. And we're going to, as the video goes on, we're going to narrow it down into the top 5, top 3, top 2 until we see the winner, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just trolling at that point. Like, and he's gonna do it, you know? Yeah, give a tiered approach. Like, for real. Like, set it up in a way like, I don't know. There's a fun way to do it. I wouldn't have the patience to do it in the first place, so I can't say much about it. Yeah, exactly. Like, you look at it on a progression at a time, and like, it's like, okay, there are whatever you would, I don't know. You talking about the bot only people? Like, bot only with Parasect is, it's just luck based. Like, you're literally sitting there fishing for the perfect sequence of events, and you're doing that very early in the game. So as the game goes on, you have to grind up to level 100. First of all, you have to do a grind up to level 100, and it just doesn't sound that interesting to me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, maybe like 30 seconds of talking about it. Like, yeah, this trainer used only BOD to beat Parasect. He had to go to level 100, spent 30 hours on it. Here's his final time. Wow, isn't that great? Let's move on, you know? I don't know. I can't speak to everybody, but like, and I don't, like, everybody's doing their best. Everybody's trying to do their best runs and stuff like that. I can't speak about everybody, but towards the end, it was really competitive, and there's like maybe a handful of people that's like pushing down the time, like sub 47. Let's get into the low 46s. Let's get into the 45s. Like, we're really pushing the limits. And then there's somebody that's like, hey guys, I got an hour and 5 minute run. You know, it's like, okay. It's a funny concept that's worth a talk about for a few minutes. So there's like some runs, like for example, there's like, There's like a sea shanty voice command run. Yeah, show me that for a minute. I'll watch that for a minute. There's a... What else is there? That's about the only novelty you can really get, right? I don't think there's any more novelty style runs. Outside of that, everybody's just trying. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's just like legitimately trying to do their best. So I think, I don't know. It's like, hey, I don't think nobody tried that. I think somebody, there were some weird runs, I guess, but like, you know, some people in their mind, and I do kind of get this line of thought about it, you know. Some people thought, well, if I'm not going to win it, I'm at least going to do a playthrough that stands out so I can at least get some video time. Because a lot of people, for me, and we'll talk about this in the video, I enter the race for some respect. Like, when you're watching another channel, like if you only watch Scott's channel, like, every once in a while he'll mention me. I don't think he has in a while, but every once in a while he will. But mainly it's like, if you follow Scott on Twitter, or you listen to Scott's videos, like, you would think that only Scott... I should just stop talking. Jim, you... I'm gonna stop talking. But the main people here, they're here for the clout, right? A lot of people enter the race for the clout. And a lot of people want to just have their name in the video and go for the fame and the fortune that you're going to get that you're really not going to get. But a lot of people enter the race for that. And for me, it was about the respect. You know what I mean? Let's get some respect. Let me enter this race. Let me crush this race. Let me beat everybody over the head with a tombstoner, brother. And let me walk out with the championship belt. And then see how you feel not putting any respect on my name. Because I watched stream just last week or a couple weeks ago or something like that, where somebody was like, yeah, I watched this video and that video to prepare for the stream. I had a fucking video out about it. Like, why didn't you watch my video? Like, am I not good enough? Like, you know, whatever. It's just little things. It's the little motivation. For me, it's the Michael Jordan, the Kobe Bryant, where they find stuff to be motivated by. And that was the little things, you know. I think Scarlet and Violet's so saturated. There's, oh man. What's funny about it is, like, on that Discord that's not dead yet, somehow, like, there's people on there that still plug in their streams and videos on there because it's like, I don't know, like, who are you promoting to? There's like 10 people left in here. Yeah. Yeah, see, Josh, he does mention me. I'm just saying, but like, he just mentions me in passing, though. I'm talking about, like, I want to step up to the plate and be like, I'm going to win this race. And the thing, I don't even know if I won. You know what I mean? So, like, I can't say. So, I don't know for sure. Which is kind of awful if you think about it. This is the last negative thing I'll say. I'll probably go after this in a minute. I did reach out to Scott maybe about 4 weeks ago. When he said he was about to start editing the race. And I reached out to him and I said... hey, brother, like, when you start looking at stuff, can you, send me a private message and tell me if I, got third place or if I won or maybe if I was sixth place. Whatever I did, just let me know so I can structure my video accordingly. And he just, like, you know that thing where you reply to somebody or type to somebody and they leave an emoji, like a thumbs up on Facebook Messenger or something like that? He kind of did that to me. And I never heard anything back. So I've already made the video. It's too late now. But, like, I wish I would know. I just wish I would have known. The theme of the video could have been so much different. So we got to do this generic, ring around the rosy, PG bullshit generic video when it comes out. So it is what it is. I'm excited. And despite talking about all this stuff, despite talking about everything, you would think it's extremely negative. Despite all that, I'm excited about it. It could exceed my I don't have very high expectations, so it probably will exceed it. So I'm excited for it nonetheless. I'm really glad it's not coming out tomorrow because I have like a Dungeons and Dragons session tomorrow, and I don't look at my YouTube at all on Saturdays. So I'm really glad it does come out on next Saturday. I hate looking at YouTube on Saturdays, so I don't know. I think I'm about done, guys. We've been on the soapbox. Everybody here, when we watch that Scott's video, I want to see the rise of a tombstoner. We need to like, we need some people in there just being like, you know, whatever. Well, at this point, even if it was canceled, like, it wouldn't make a difference. You know what I mean? A solo challenge. I'll tell you, before we go, I had an idea with Scott. We were talking on Discord, and I was like, hey man, it'd be the coolest thing if like once every few months we got together and we did a solo run race stream in a live setting, and like we had, you know, 10, 15, 20 people competing on different streams, and we cut to their streams and we commentated them like wrestling commentation, like old 1998 Jim Ross commentating on these races, and we kept going back and forth over it, you know? And we kept streaming for like 8 hours until we eventually got to a winner. You moved on in a bracket style. Oh, it'd be so good. Like, it'd be so good. I think it's $1 million idea, to be honest with you. Probably not one of those ideas I should have gave out for free, but like, it's like, okay, we got blah, blah, blah versus this guy. And like, we're looking at it and it's like somebody messes up. Like, you know, you call it out. And then like between the match, you get an interview with the person. I think you would pick the Pokemon kind of at random. And you'd give people a few days or at least a week to practice before they get on the live stream. I think that'd be amazing. And if it was very lucrative, you could just hire, like, Scott has an editor, so I guess he already does that. But like, for me personally, if it all worked really good and was lucrative, you could just hire an editor to edit down the stream into a video, and you could just make it this whole event. I would be a commentator. Like, let's say, for the sake of argument, I do really well in the race. I win it. I don't need to prove anything else. I fucking won already. You know what I mean? Game's done quick. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're seeing a lot of crossovers, but it's like, to me, I think it's like taking these solo run races to the next level. You know, I think it is the next level. Except you have a bracket, right? You have a little preliminary whatever. It'd be a lot of coordination, but I think it would be worth it. So like, you would only be able, like me and Jim talked about this, like carving out your own niche and stuff. I think that's how you would do it. Yes, you'd have seasons, you'd have certain Pokemon, you'd have winners getting buys and stuff like that. You'd have brackets, like, oh, it sounds incredibly fun. But for somebody like me that only does this part-time, like, it's a pipe dream at best. Like, I can't even get a Guard Spec by Silphco graphic made for myself. Like, I haven't even had the time to do that. So, like, I can't organize this whole tournament scene. You see, you'd give people a week to strategize with their routing and stuff so that they can make it consistent. And I guess, like, some people could go for the inconsistent strats, like Parasect race strats, or you could go for, like I usually do in my regular videos, I go for a more consistent strategy that I could replicate over and over and over. So it'd be interesting to see what people come up with. I think it'd be really interesting, because I think, honestly, I don't know. I feel like the state of solo runs at the moment is a little stagnant. I'm personally going to take some time off soon. Videos will not be missed. Streams will not be missed. You guys won't even notice it. You know, that's a real possibility, Jim. But yeah, little stagnation on playing the same game over and over. Yeah, I mean, if you get it big enough, imagine getting so big with it that you can do live events. You know what I mean? Imagine seeing me with my long ass hair and a suit being like, ladies and gentlemen, I'd probably be like the color commentator. I think. I wouldn't do the play-by-play. I'd do the color. I'd be like the in-depth, like, whatever. I think it's a good idea, though. Like, I think it's really interesting. It's something that I've been thinking about since about last September-ish, and I just don't think there's any way. Yeah, that'd be amazing. People to sit down. I don't know how you would really do it. You'd have to pre-make overlays. And I guess you'd have to have 2 or 3 machines set up, computers set up, let people sit down, set their controls however they want to do and stuff like that. And I don't know. Cali would be pretty good, but I think it's gonna happen right here in Alabama. No, the worst place. Man, I've never understood people shattering controllers when they're mad, man. I got a custom 360 controller that I got over the holidays. That's like, got my favorite colors on it, like custom grips. I could not imagine ever smashing this little thing. It's so beautiful. I'd hit my wall or something before I die. I just don't get mad at games anymore. Like, as somebody who's, I play some really tedious shit. I play a bunch of Souls games. Hangout Fest in Alabama. In a few weeks, I'll be in Washington. I'll be in Alaska. I'll be in Canada. I'm going up to Canada. It's about time. I'm about to go to J Rose. I'm about to go to Scott. And I'm about to say it's about time. You know what I mean? Us three, with y'all's influence, we're about to put together the solo run series. I don't know if you've noticed, I don't like my dry bread that much. I respect him for what he does, but I don't think of him as a solo runner. You know what I mean? But he does live there. You are correct. I think I have a layover in Seattle. That's about the extent of it. I won't be there very long. I'm gonna have to go back through this video and tell my VOD viewers when the run actually ended, because we've been just chatting for quite a bit, I feel like. Yeah, we're gonna be out. We're gonna be out for a while. Couple of weeks free from the technology. I'm gonna be eating a steak on a boat. Well, I don't know if I'll snag it. It's a honeymoon, so I mean, like, it's like me and my wife just visiting places. Probably will see the Space Needle, yeah. And I think there's a Dick's Burgers in Seattle. I really want to go there. Don't have that around here. Don't get enough dicks around here, you know what I mean? I'm excited. Mainly because I'm pushing right now. And it's going to be to a point to where I'm ahead enough to where I could just take some time off and just mentally reset myself. I'm really waiting for that Parasect race to come out to where I can fully reset myself and just be like, let's take a break from Pokemon. Let's play other stuff. Let's do whatever. We'll see how the benefits of anything like that. We'll see how it comes, then we'll come back to it. So I've been really pushing on solo run content, but So I'm about to go. There's a few of you left here. I appreciate it. I'm going to play some ads. If you want to stick around for the ads, that would really help me out. If not, I don't give a shit. Next week, I think I'll do Pikachu. I was supposed to do it this week, but I think Paris was the way to go. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdoms, I'm about to go on a binge, though. I'm about to go on a binge of that for sure. Yeah, I'll play some ads. Pikachu next week. The Sunday video this week is Golem, I do believe. Pokemon Red Golem. So we'll get to see some soccer ball action. Other videos are going to get pushed back a little bit. I was going to do Obstagoon cross-gen run for the next Sunday, but since Parasect, I had to rush it out. That'll probably take the place of that video. So, a couple of ads. Appreciate you guys. It was a really fun stream. One of the best I've had in a while. So, appreciate you guys. And I'll maybe see you in the comments Sunday. See you, Deadpool. See you, everybody.